What is up, guys? George back again to do another episode of Nerd Alert. This is episode number 6 for April 2016. Picked up quite a few things over the last month. A bunch of bargain magazines and comics. A few new toys. A few movies and a few new comics as well. First off, went to Monday Night Raw 2 weeks ago with my sons and my buddy Mike. Had a great time there. Picked up something down there that I normally don't buy. I'll buy a wrestling figure every now and then if it's like, obviously like Roddy Piper or Macho Man or something. But I had to pick up my box of Bootios, so I won't be booty. I thought this was funny as shit when I saw it. It was $5. I think you can get it with a t-shirt through the website, but I don't think they sell it by itself like this. That's the only reason why I picked it up. Went back to get my boys one each after the show, and they were sold out. So we put it on the shelf in the dining room. It was kind of funny, but they remind me of Bebe's Kids, if anybody remembers what Bebe's Kids was back in the late 80s, early 90s. But pretty funny. Picked up two new toys this month. Deadpool Wacky Wobbler. I thought that was pretty killer looking. I like Deadpool. Loved the movie, which I'll talk about here in a little bit. So I picked that up. And also a die-cast metal model set that I may put together at some point. That's the brand new Batmobile from the movie Superman vs. Batman. It's all die cast. You put it together. It's supposed to look pretty killer. So I wish they'd do this, the die cast model set for the 66 Batmobile, although I got quite a few of them. Anyway, up to some new movies. Here is Deadpool. This is in a screener. I fucking loved this movie. I thought it was fantastic. Really funny film. Great action in it. CGI was done really well in it, I thought. Stars Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool. I'm looking forward to this when it gets released next month. I think May, and on Blu-ray. So yeah, this was a fantastic movie. I thought really well done. Can't wait to find out if there's any news on Deadpool 2 coming. But definitely the best superhero film this year, I thought. So definitely check out Deadpool. First rated R superhero film. I had a gift card to Best Buy. They were having a 3 for $20 sale, so I picked up these 3 titles along with one other one for the 3 for $20. Ghostbusters 1 and 2, mastered in 4K apparently. Just throw that out now. Nice booklet in here. Both DVDs, or Blu-rays I should say. Comes with the download card and the note from Ivan Reitman. Looks fantastic. I haven't watched Ghostbusters 2, but I watched the Ghostbusters, the first one. Looks fantastic on this remaster. So that was cool to get that for so cheap. Finally picked up Final Girls on Blu-ray. Great slasher comedy film. Really well done. I talked about this before in a past update. But finally picked up the Blu-ray of it as part of the 3 for $20. So, really killer camp, like Friday the 13th comedy film. Really well done. Look at one of my other Nerd Alerts for a full review of it. And lastly, I picked up in the 3 for $20 was Christine. Didn't have this one yet on Blu-ray. I loved this film. I thought it was great. So I haven't watched this version yet, so I don't know how the transfer turns out, but I'm sure it's pretty good. And they had this on sale for $5.99, and that's Bad Milo, the little shit monster. Pretty funny film. Every time the main character, which is Ken Marino, he gets upset or pissed, the little shit monster comes out of his ace, and wreaks havoc on the community. Pretty funny. Definitely check this out. It's a fun film. It might even be on Netflix too. So definitely check out Bad Milo. It's not the best film, but it's pretty good. All right, now on to some comic books. I'll get I'll do these quick. These are all horror comic books from the 60s and 70s that I picked up just yesterday and went back to that indoor flea market. The same guy got these from last time. So I figured I'd do these real quick because these were all $1 a piece. Or I'm sorry, 50 cents a piece. So we got Fear number 5. Ghost Manor 27. Like I said, these aren't in the best shape, but I'm not looking for mint copies of them. Ghost Manor number 43. Ghostly Haunts number 38. Ghost Manor number 29. Dr. Spectre. Doesn't have an issue number. I thought that was cool looking. Probably late 60s on this one. 20-cent one. The Many Ghosts of Dr. Graves, number 61. Ghost Manor, number 52. This one I just picked up because it looked old as shit. This is from 1966. It's Treasure Chest. Just a bunch of different little weird stories in it, but pretty cool. I like that artwork on there. Ghostly Tales number 141. Ghost Manor number 6. Ghostly Tales number 103. Fear number 7. Cool cover. House of Mystery number 219. Phantom Stranger number 24. Son of Satan number 20. Secrets of Sinister House number 15. And Monster Hunters number 2. I've never seen this one before. This is probably, I'm gonna change out the bags anyway, but this is probably mid 70s. So that's it for the Silver Age, I guess it is, comics. Well, I got one more superhero one. This is Earth Shaking Stories number 18 with some classic Superman and Captain Marvel, and it's like an 80-page thing. It was only 50 cents, but pretty killer. So, now on to some brand new comics I got over the last couple weeks, I guess. I got Haunted Horror number 21, which reprints classic 50s horror comics. This is on Yo Books. And they're like a comic archive company. So this is number 21. I think this is the latest issue. You can get all the volumes, like hardbound books of that stuff. Pretty killer. And I got Haunted Love number 1, which is, you know, I guess kind of the same vein. Early 50s. Yeah, 1952 this was printed from. So I think this is up to like issue 3, but I only picked up the first issue. The two latest Walking Deads, number 151 and 152. I haven't read these yet. I'll probably be reading them tonight. I just got these over the weekend. I picked those up. So we'll see how that's turning out. It's still really good read. New series that I enjoyed. I got the first issue a couple months ago, and that's The Hangman, number 1. This is a variant cover. This is the cover that I have. But when I grabbed the other two, I just grabbed this with it. So I got issue 1 again. Issue 2. And the latest one is issue 3. I think this is a 6-issue story. Really cool story. I mean, the first book I read, I thought it was very well done, very well. The artwork in it was killer. So I picked those up. Brand new Spider-Man, number 1 and number 2. This is the brand new character that they're introducing to the Marvel world. So I got that one. And Spider-Man number 2. Which, I guess he's a young kid. But there he is with the real Spider-Man. Haven't read those yet, but I thought they were, my little guy likes that, so picked that up. And also number 50 of each of these titles. Got Batman number 50, Wonder Woman number 50, Superman number 50, Action Comics number 50, and Detective Comics number 50. I just decided to pick these up since they're kind of a milestone issues on each one. Haven't even opened them yet, but probably will pretty soon. Now on to the magazines. Picked up quite a few. First off, got the brand new issue of Horror Hound, just came out, number 58. Retrospective on The Ring in here. Also has the what do you call it? The Fear the Walking Dead interviews, Ghostbusters toy news, New York Toy Fair news, a piece on Preacher, the new AMC show that's coming out, and Horror's Haunted Ground, I think it's called, where they go back and visit the places from Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. So I thought that was pretty interesting to see what it looked like then and now. So this should be on newsstands now. Now on a bunch of classic magazines. I got quite a few, so I'm going to run through these. Some really interesting things here as far as horror goes, and a whole shitload of 1960s Mad magazines, which I got for dirt cheap. Some of which I probably will be reselling because I already have them, but we'll see. Alright, first up, I'm going to run through these real quick again. Psycho, number 12. Really killer. The Psycho 1972 annual, which is like a 80 page or 100 page magazine. All original stories in this one. Usually the annuals, back then they would do reprints, but not for Psycho. Finally got a almost mint copy of one of my favorite creepy covers, Creepy magazine covers, and that's for number 26. Pretty awesome. The 1974 Nightmare yearbook, which this is one of the ones they did reprint some of the stuff from the first, I guess, 4 issues. So I picked that up. I got all these on eBay. It's like a lot, you know, for $10 or something like that. 3 issues of The Haunt of Horror. I got issues 2, 3. Love that cover. And 4. This was the Curtis Publishing, mid-70s, but I love that. Pretty good. I'm going to try and find issue 1. Speaking of issue 1, I found a copy of The Creeps, issue 1, for I think $3 yesterday at that flea market. So I picked that up. I already have it, but I know it's gone for like $30 already. So I picked that up. Couple from the 60s here. Alright, here's one more from the 70s. Vampire Tales. I haven't looked through this one yet. Still has the old bag on it, but. And 2 from the 60s. One, Monsters of the Movies. And Night of the Living Dead. An article in the Castle of Frankenstein. That's the only reason I picked it up, was the Night of the Living Dead article in it. Pretty cool. Now, on to some of my other stuff here. Got these 2 at the comic shop the other day. He got a load of Cracked and Mad magazines in. I picked up one. I didn't know if I had this or not. That was like $1. And since WrestleMania was this weekend, the Hulkamania Mad from July 1986. Now, yesterday at the flea market, guy had a stack of old Mad magazines from the 60s. I got to talking to him, ended up getting these for, I think the whole batch was $20 or something. Some of these are probably upgrades for me, others I probably don't have. I would imagine some of them. I don't have a lot from the 60s, but I do have a few. So I'm going to run through these real quick. Issue 100. And they're all in pretty decent shape. I was surprised. I mean, this one has a little tear on the front, but they're all complete. They're all, you know, they're all well read, but no water damage or anything like that. Number 94. This is from April 65. Number 89. September 64. I love that cover. 103 from June of 66. 111 from June of 67. This is the special racial issue. Number 90 from October of 64. Pretty funny. It's got Ringo on the back. Number 93 from March of 65. This one's probably not in the best shape. It looks like the spine split. #101 from March of 66. #102 from April 66. 109 from March of 67. 111 or 112 from July of '67. 105 from September of '66. Love that cover. 113 from September of '67. 126 from April of '69. 119 from June of '68. 122 from October of '68. 115 from December of '67. 114 from October of '67. And that was it for them. And then the last thing I got is a UK printing called Mad Extra. This is from, I believe, the late '70s, early '80s. 128 pages. Never seen this before, ever. It was £1.50 when it came out. So it's pretty killer, though. It's just reprints of some of their shit. But like I said, I've never seen this before. I don't know. Pretty cool. So that is it for this update of Nerd Alert. Got a few other things heading in to the house, probably within the week or so. A lot of shit, man. Overall, I think everything here cost me like $45 total, which is crazy. And I'll be selling a few things off to replenish that money. It's nuts. I mean, these flea markets, people, you know, like these Mads from the '60s are all, I see these elsewhere for $10 to $20 each in this condition. Some of them go, if they're in mint, they go for fucking stupid money, but especially from the '60s, early '70s. But when I see stuff like that, I gotta snag it, really. Even if I haven't, you know, to upgrade what I have already, or to add to the collection, or to resell, or whatever. But I also picked up a few LPs yesterday as well. So I think my next update is probably going to be the CD update, and then a big LP update coming. Probably, hopefully by the end of the week, I'll do the CD and LP updates. I might do a WrestleMania recap from last night next. My little son wants to do one. He wants to do his first video with me. So we'll see how that happens. He'll get in front of the camera and then freeze probably. So that may or may not happen. I thought it was a great WrestleMania nonetheless. Probably the top 5 of all time. Really had no expectations going into it, but I was pleasantly surprised by the action last night. I thought the matches were really good. Some of them were really good. There was a couple that were just okay, but nothing, you know, radically shitty. So that was good. A few surprises last night. If you haven't watched it yet, check it out on the WWE Network. But yeah, it was a fun show. So anyway, that is it. Keep an eye out for the new CD update, the new LP update, maybe the WrestleMania recap if my little guy wants to do it. And that is it. Again, thanks. Picked up a bunch of new subscribers again over the last couple weeks, last week and a half. So thank you very much for that. I want to thank everybody for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Hit that thumbs up button. And subscribe if you haven't already. Alright, we'll talk to you soon. Peace. What is up, guys? George back again to do another episode of Nerd Alert. This is, here we go again.